All right, welcome back to our first NRL SuperCoach.
No, we're
back.
back, bro.
We're back, NRL SuperCoach. We're here, we're ready, we're excited.
Hold on.
I'm excited.
We're not ready, and I'm not excited.
I'm excited. We're back for another year
Yep.
of SuperCoach. We've got a code, we've got a league. Join it, ready to go.
The code is
6307996. That code again, in case you missed it. I know you have.
we're going to put it on big letters on the screen. You can't miss it.
Huge letters. 6307996. Enter that code. Join our league, and the winner will.
Free entry.
Free entry.
Let's
Free
mention that
entry.
because people don't like paying. And
Nah.
I get that.
I don't like paying either.
Times are tough. Rent's fucked. I get it.
Not a cent.
What does the winner get, Will?
Well, they get a jersey of their choice.
Within $180 range, because that's the most I've seen a team.
Yeah, no, like fancy jersey, just like your team's jersey.
Yep. I mean, we can make exceptions within reason.
Yeah.
You don't give us a $400 fucking jersey.
Yeah,
Who do you think
yeah.
we are? We're the Roughings
And
podcast.
maybe we'll throw in a hat. By the way,
Hey.
get your hat. Do we have any left?
If we have any left by then, I'll throw you one.
How many's left?
Not many. I
Not
think
many.
7.
7. All right. Get your
Sell.
hat. $40. Otherwise, win
Yeah.
the comp and you might get one. Or you
Yep.
might not.
So free entry and winner gets top. So it's total points because we don't know how many people are going to join, right?
Yes,
So that
total
could be
points.
60, 100,
That's correct.
400, right? Total points at the end of the season wins a free jersey of their choice. All you have to do to be eligible to get this jersey, follow the page, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, I don't really care. YouTube and Instagram, let's just go there. That's all you have to do.
Have we got a Facebook page?
No, because Facebook is dead.
No. I use Facebook.
And it's dead. That's why I can never get a reply off you. Anyways, yeah, unaided cowboy Shane, he still hasn't hit us up. We're being accountable. We're just waiting for the message.
Yeah.
Um,
Still waiting.
so
Last year.
Shane, when you do eventually come back in and probably win it back to back,
Our first year's winner, Georgia, she got her jersey.
She got her jersey. Actually, she did a very nice deed. You know, she bought a jersey for her partner.
There you go.
A Western Suburbs Magpies jersey within reason. See, we are flexible.
We are.
And trust me, I spent fucking 6 weeks looking for that thing. Shout out Georgia. I love you. Didn't love looking for that jersey though. But we got there.
Yes.
So Shane, hit us up. Now we're going to start the episode. If you don't hit us up, hey, no free jersey.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Very simple.
We've tried.
Couldn't get any simpler.
I've literally checked all our followers. Can't find a Shane. So,
There you go.
unaided cowboys, find us. I don't know. Fucking
Find us.
messages or something.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, we're here.
We are.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
We're here. Ready to go.
So how do you want to format this? Do you want to go through your team to start?
What we'll do, I'll tell you what the plan is. The plan of attack,
Ooh.
so to speak.
POA.
Not to be confused with POV. That's something else.
It is. Point of view.
Point of view. There we go.
In many different ways. There's a fucking hair on my hat and it's pissing me off. So if I look weird touching my hat, there it's gone. I'm good. I
All
can
right.
see.
Ready to go.
Ready to win this year. No honeymoons, no weddings.
Well, that's it. That
No one can stop me this year.
that kind of derailed your
Top
season.
4,000 up until then.
That kind of derailed your season. Obviously, you know, I'm sure you're happy about being married, but
Thrilled.
But it did really fuck up your SuperCoach season. So if you can just stay away from marriages this year.
Look, when you wake up thinking, I've got Korean fried chicken to eat, or looking at my SuperCoach, you know what's going to win there, don't you?
Yeah, you're taking the SuperCoach any day.
You're taking the Korean fried chicken and the fucking just great drinks all day long. Yeah. But no excuses this year.
No excuses.
Unless I die. So that's a fair enough excuse.
I'd give that to you. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'd allow that.
Thank you.
But yes, bit of noise.
Yeah, I think Gordy just sold the van out the front. Shout out Dad.
There you go.
Well done.
But yeah, what we'll do, the plan of attack, we'll go through the teams, we'll go through kind of the most popular players. There's been a few changes in the SuperCoach land this year for any new players or players that aren't really staying in the loop. I'll get to them.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
On the, stay out of the loop until round 1.
So what I'll talk about first is for the new players, right? So if you haven't played before or you played but you're not very good,
I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I don't care as much as I should. I'm going to care.
This is your year.
This is my key year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be passionate
Yeah.
for the rough rigs. They like it. They like my tips.
Yes. For the community.
Society Fecky.
And I'll tell you what. For
Get into
those
side.
that are new to the rough rigs,
Yep.
you have pulled some very good captaincy shouts. I know
have.
last
Risky.
year. Last year, your team wasn't that great, but
Hey.
but your captaincy shouts were absolutely on point almost every week.
Almost every week.
Very, very good. So that's something to be stay tuned for.
Hey, I get lots of messages Thursday morning saying, "Who are you captaining today, Mr. Brian?" Wouldn't you like to know? $5 and I'll tell you. But anyways,
There you go. Follow us. You'll get it for
$10.
free.
might bleep it out. Let's get into it.
OnlyFans.
Yep. Only rigs.
But anyway, that's enough dribble. Yes.
No, plenty
so
more coming.
there's a few new changes. I guess the main thing being
Tell me, Uncle.
the
What
main
are
thing
they?
being is the SuperCoach gods, I guess you could say, the SuperCoach higher ups. They have changed their stats provider. So they used to use Fox Sports stats.
Yep.
They're now not. They're now using NRL stats, right? Which you might be thinking,
Shouldn't that be
so
the
what?
norm?
They're the same stats, right? Well,
Someone's broken down the numbers, have they?
not to be. The main difference is try assists.
Yep.
So Fox would give their try assists to basically whoever was most involved in the play. So the fullbacks would get it a lot, even though they weren't the last person
Touch.
to throw it. They would, sweep around and they would create the overlap,
Yep.
so to speak, and they'd get the try assist for that.
Yep.
NRL basically just gives it to whoever the last pass was.
Which I think is the try assist, really.
Which, yeah, it makes
Technically.
it much more simple. It makes it a lot less, especially for your newer players, to take the guesswork out of, like, why did he get the try assist? Why didn't my player get the try assist? Because there was a lot of that, and there has been a lot of that for a number of years. So that's really good. But yeah, that's probably the main change. Also, tackles, surprisingly. There's a big change there because the NRL stats, they include the third man in
I like
as a
that.
tackle as well.
Is Hindlash coming out of retirement?
Fox Sports, they don't include the old flop
Ooh.
as a tackle.
Where's Hindy?
So
Get him in your
Hindy
side.
would make 150 points a game,
Just flopping.
just flopping. So that's one to keep an eye on for all the floppers out there.
Get him out of retirement is what I'm saying.
So all the floppers you want in your team basically is what I'm trying to say
Is
here.
there many floppers getting about?
Not as many. I
No.
think the game's too fast for
Way
for
too
the old
fast.
flop.
And they usually penalise the old flop too.
The flop's always a 6 to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just straight away. Ref's arms in the air waving around. So
He just sees you going in.
yeah. Before he even executes the flop, the arm's going.
He sees a dolphin dive coming in.
He sees
Six
he just sees the look in his
again.
eyes. He's like, nah, he's doing it.
Don't do it, Hazelton. Stop right there, young man. We got a 6 again. But
yes.
sir, penalty. Damn.
So yes, that is the big change. I
like it.
Also, missed tackles is not as
Vicious.
penalised. So Fox Sports, basically a winger would go for the corner, and if your cover defence comes across, that counts as a missed tackle if the try is
Which is
scored.
bullshit.
So that's not getting counted anymore.
Good.
So less missed tackles, which also means less tackle busts. So your winger that dived in the corner would probably get 2 tackle busts from
Yeah.
that play.
I like that, though.
Won't get any. So
like that.
It makes a bit more sense.
And
so
I think it spreads out the selection of plays now. People actually have to
it
look
does.
at these things.
It does. And I tell you what, obviously in years gone by, fullbacks were pretty overpowered because
Yeah,
they'd get a lot of try assists from that sweeping play. Now they won't. So the fullbacks have kind of come back to the pack a little bit.
100%.
And your front rowers, your second rowers, your hookers, which were down, not that relevant. Still relevant,
bit more
but,
relevancy coming
but
in.
now really rewards those hard workers.
Yep. I like it. I actually like the changes.
You see the VB hard-earned index.
Oh, Fletch 90.
Those kind of things, right, that contribute to the hard-earned index that doesn't really get you SuperCoach points, now might give you a
I
little
actually
bit
like
more.
the change.
So,
I really like that.
So that's
it's
the main
a bit of logical.
change.
It's
Yeah.
a bit of common sense, really. So I like that.
you know what they say about common sense, though? not that common.
It's not. Just like this podcast sometimes.
Mm.
When I'm picking Sasaya as my captain.
Sasaya Feki.
Get him back in. Out of retirement. Let's bring them all back.
So yes, that's the main change that I wanted to discuss.
Yes.
Right. Now, for the new players that don't really know what's happening, basically you pick your team.
It's
through
really hard.
Various conditions. You've got a salary cap, and
Give
you've
me
got
more.
and you've got a flex. Now we had the flex last year for the first time. If you don't know what the flex is, basically that just comes into the side to replace whoever your worst player is. So you've got 17 players essentially that will score you points,
Yes.
but you have 18 players that
Example.
could score points.
Iongi scores 33.
Yes.
Thomas Can scores a 45.
Mm.
Thomas Can's points will count.
Yes. Well, let's make the example even easier for people, right? Let's say you have Nathan Cleary in your side,
Correct.
and he goes out and in the first tackle gets completely knocked
Knee.
out.
Yep.
Oh,
Actually, that was a really horrible example. Yeah, knocked out.
Knocked
Yep.
out.
He's out.
gone, dead. Maybe not dead, but you know,
Let's not hope death. Just sleeping.
sleeping. The internal sleep.
Yep.
Eternal sleep, not internal. That would
Yeah,
be
he's
something
sleeping
else.
eternally. Yeah.
Well, so that happens, right? 0 points for him.
Boom.
Very
You're
sad.
Spewing.
Very sad. If you had him, you wouldn't be very happy. But good news, you've got your flex that's come out and scored 50 points. You'll get the flex to score, and you won't get Nathan Cleary's score.
Lovely.
That won't count.
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing. Now, in the structure of your team, you want to have cheapies and you want to have your guns. Okay, your guns are your players that you're going to play that are going to score you lots of points. Right, so they're your Nathan Clearys of the world, your expensive players, your Payne Haas's, for instance.
Hakeem.
Okay,
I've got to correct you
Hakeem.
there.
Sorry, Hakeem
Who the
Haas.
fuck's Payne?
Yes. Hayne, did someone say?
Plain. Lock him up. No Ubers for you. Anyways.
So yes, you want to have your cheapies. So the idea of your cheapies, they start off 200k, not much money, cheap. You can get lots in your team, right? And then each week, as they score points, they increase in value. So
Yes.
the prices they are at the moment will change after 3 weeks. Now, SuperCoach goes off of rolling lockout, okay, which is every 3 weeks, those scores get added to the account, or added to their average.
The average.
And then their price moves. Okay,
price will
so you
move
won't
up
see
or
any
down.
movement over the first 2 rounds.
Yes.
But after the 3rd round, that's when you'll start seeing
Movement.
rounds from then onwards.
Yep.
Okay, is everyone with me? I
With you.
hope so.
Yep. That was very easy.
Yes. So you want the basically you want to buy players, you want them to increase in value, then you can sell them for better players. That's
Yep.
the whole
With ya.
idea of your cheapies. So they are important. So I've seen a lot of new players, they come in and they just get random players that aren't playing. No good, because then you're going to come to round 9 or 10 and you're not going to be able to afford a lot of the players that your other good super coaches are, because they've got a lot more team value.
And a lot more cash.
A lot more cash.
Cash
Cash is
up.
king. Cash is
Cash
king.
cow.
Okay. Now you've got a captain and a vice captain every week. Your captain scores you double points. So someone that you think's going to score really well, someone like a Payne Haas, who's got really good base stats. Now, if we talk about base stats, I'm really dumbing it down. A lot of people will probably skip over this because they know what they're talking about, and good on you. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute, you good players, but I want to include everyone first. Yes, your base stats are your tackles, your hit-ups, your runs, your things that you're going to do every week. Payne Haas every week is going to make 30 tackles. He's
Your
going to make
forwards,
200 metres,
your
things
centres.
like that. Yeah, they're going to make you lots of points by not having to score tries, not having to kind of do all these other stuff. Whereas someone like a fullback or a centre or a winger relies a lot more on attacking stats. So your tries
Correct.
and you to score your points. They don't get as much base stats because they're not obviously getting 50 tackles a game.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah, your captain, whoever you think is going to basically score the most points in your team, they'll get double points. You also have a vice captain. They don't get anything unless your vice captain doesn't play. Now, there's a thing called a vice captain loophole, which you don't really like. That's a bit...
Newies, just back your captain and don't do all this pussyfooting around like this fucking 70% of the Supercoach community does. That's my 2 cents.
But your vice captain, what you can do, if you're smart enough, right?
It's not about smarts. It's just about being a pussy little coward.
But you can structure your team so your vice captain plays first. Okay, so let's say your vice captain Nathan Cleary, and they go and score 150 points. Now, you're pretty happy if you get that for your captain. So what you do, you would take the captaincy off of Payne Haas, okay, and you'd put it on someone that's not playing. So someone's got to buy, or someone that hasn't made the team.
Out of the 17.
Out of your team. So they go in your team, you put the captaincy on, they won't play, but because your captain hasn't played, you will get your vice captain score. Okay, yep. So that's... You only do that if your vice captain scores really big.
Look, you only do that if you're a little coward and don't back the captain that you chose the week of. Pussies. Yes. Called out. I'll call it how it is. It's a pussy mechanic. Take it out the game and let's just go imano.
Manu.
You fucking score 30, you cop a 60. Get over it. Cowards.
Or just
no.
use it to your advantage.
No,
mate, that's why you're down the bottom every year.
This is about fun. This is a casual comp, and I'm going to fucking win it without looping. Watch it. Watch your space. See you soon, NRL Guru.
I'd love to see how your attitude changes when your vice captain a Herbie one week and he gets 180 points.
I done it, and I just stuck by him. Stuck by me captains all year.
We'll see what happens.
I did.
We'll see what happens this year.
Not once.
All right.
Even when Cleary got a knee injury in the 15, I just stuck by it.
Well, that was just fucking stupid, wasn't it?
Fucking, I'm just a man.
Anyway.
And I respect my captain.
Let me go through my team.
Yeah, get through your shit little fucking 17.
So I've gone for my hookers. Okay, my hookers, I've gone Reid Marnie. He's 418k, so very underpriced. Obviously, he was at the Bulldogs playing limited minutes. He was coming off the bench. He wasn't really liked much over there. Now, this is obviously team dependent. The thing that worries me about Marnie is Sonny Luke. He's in there. If he gets named on the bench, I'm probably not going to have Marnie. I'd prefer someone like a Harry Grant in that instance. But for now, he's an extra 200k cheaper than Grant. So I'm happy to sacrifice Grant for now, as long as Marnie is kind of going to play 80 minutes.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of value there. Brandon Smith is on my bench. He's 235k, dirt cheap. He's going to be starting hooker for Souths, I reckon. So he's there on my bench. So there's my hookers. As I said, Marnie, Harry Grant's the other one to really consider.
Yep.
But yeah, he's just a bit more expensive. I think probably, if you've got the money to go him, I would be going Grant. Because he's probably the best hooker option. And he's one that's going to really benefit from the old flop tackles. He's quite often the third man in around the legs. So he'll get probably 4 or 5 extra points a game than what he would. So he's probably underpriced 4 or 5 points at least.
Yep.
Yes. Now, from the front row, I've gone now. This is all, potential to change. But I've actually gone kind of all out in my front row. I've gone both Payne Haas and May. So I've gone real heavy in the front row. I like my front rowers. I like my big boys. And I'm really targeting that this year. Because especially early on in the season, I think people get very caught up in chasing these attacking players and looking at averages from last season. The thing you got to consider, there's never as many points early on in the season as what there is in the back end of the season. So all those attacking stats, all those attacking players, their averages are going to be slightly inflated because they've played obviously the full season. They've scored those big scores at the back end of the season. There's not many big scores at the start of the season. So I'm looking to really front load in the forwards, especially with these new rules that really favour the defence and the base stats and those tackles. That's what I'm looking to focus on for now at the start of the season. So I've gone real heavy in the front row. In the second row, on the bench, I've got Paseka, who's coming back from an injury from last year, didn't play much at all. So he's 328k. There's also Jesse Colquhoun, which I reckon you'd be pretty keen on, from the Sharks.
Yep. No, McInnes for like 10 rounds.
Yeah. So he's going to be good while McInnes is out.
Makes sense.
But I just slightly prefer Paseka. I just trust him a little bit more. He's obviously starting front row.
Why not both?
Well, I could do both, but again, it's money. I've got Jack Hetherington as my fourth. I don't know if he gets a game. I like him if he gets a game because he's 230k. He's dual position. So is Colquhoun, though. So I might find a little bit of money and go Hetherington up to Colquhoun. That could be an option. But again, I've just got to find some money. Second row, Angus Crichton, $610,000. I've got him because he was solid last year, but he had a bit of a down year for his standards. I thought he didn't really score that many tries. He's going to be outside, I think, Walker. It'd be interesting to see how they line up in the trial this week against Parramatta.
Some serious stuff there.
Big game. But I just want to see, is it Cherry Evans or is it Walker on that left-hand side with Crichton? Not that it really impacts my decision. I'd probably rather Cherry Evans because he probably has slightly better ball playing, but they're both quality halves. And last year, obviously, Walker was out for a lot of the season. They kind of had Sandon Smith in there. So that may have contributed to Crichton not getting as much attacking stats.
Yep.
So I'm looking for him to get a bit more. And again, with the new rules, he'll probably get another 4 or 5 points just in tackles. So he's probably the biggest beneficiary. If you look at the stats, I think he's up probably at least 6 or 7 points each game based on tackles. He's a good third man in. So I've got him. He's $610K. He's going to go up a bit in price, I think. Maybe only 60, 70K, but still, at the start of the season, if you can just lock in someone that's going to get you 65, 70 points every week, that is gold. And I've got David Fafita at $485,000. He is an absolute gun of the past.
That's the key word, though.
It is.
Of the past.
He, obviously under Wayne Bennett, again, he's an interesting watch. He's been named to start in the second row this week in the trials. So it's interesting to see whether he's going to play 80 minutes. If he's 80 minutes on the edge, he's an absolute no-brainer. He's an absolute steal for that amount of money. It's just kind of whether he's going to get the minutes. Are they only going to play him 55 minutes or
are they
going to play him 80 minutes on the edge? If he can get that, he'll average 70 points easily. He's just, made for SuperCoach. He tackle breaks. He gets those attacking stats. He'll get through a little bit of work, not much work, but he'll get through a little bit of work, get, 20 tackles a game. So, yeah. That's my second row, my starting second row. Now I've got Mooney in my reserve section. $442K. He's underpriced, obviously starting, hopefully.
But 100% he will.
Starting at the Knights. The Knights forward pack look dreadful, to be honest. They don't have that much going for them.
I like this pickup, though, for the old Knights.
So I think he's going to play big minutes. And, he didn't play much minutes last year.
He came off the bench for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders forward pack.
So he only kind of played 30 minutes a game. He's going to, I reckon, play 45, 50 minutes a game. So
easily.
If he's playing that, he's going to, he's probably 10, 15 points in value there. Dual position, which is super handy. Again, if you're new to SuperCoach, dual position players are fantastic. The reason being, you can they make your squad so flexible. You can trade out players and swap them in and move them around kind of between positions. So that's why they are so valuable. It just makes everything easier when it comes to your trades and moving players around. Really, really valuable to have those dual position players. I've got Paston, I don't really know. I've never seen him play, to be honest. But apparently he's going to be getting the starting edge role potentially at the Gold Coast. So for $275,000, there's tremendous value there. So I've got him and big raps on him. As I said, I've never seen him play, but people are keen on him. So
not like you to go a vibey pick. What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, I've gone Lasati as well. So he's rumoured to get the second row position at Melbourne. He's a big boy. I like him.
Or Joe Chan, you'd say.
Yeah, I think him and Joe Chan are kind of fighting out for that spot, with obviously Eli Katoa out. And it's a good place to be outside of Jerome Hughes. So he's going to be getting good ball. And as I said, he's a big boy. He can find a hole, I reckon, pretty good close to the line.
Yep.
And for $264,000 is tremendous value there. So yeah, if he's starting, he's a must-have for me. Halfback at the moment, I've got Nathan Cleary. Now that could change. Penrith have a really tough draw. If I just go through their draw really quickly, they have coming up. They have they have Brisbane week 1. Then they have, is this right? No, that's 2026. They have Brisbane. Then they have Sharks, Roosters, the mighty Parramatta Eels, and Melbourne Storm in their first fight. And then Bulldogs round 6. So tough, probably 6 games there. Parramatta maybe is an easier game, but Parramatta always get up for the Panthers. So you've got 6 games there that are really challenging in terms of getting attacking stats. How many points are Penrith going to be able to do? Now, one thing I do want to say, I'm not reading into the draw too much, particularly at the start of the season. I think for me, the draw is something you look at towards kind of maybe the origin period and towards the back end of the season when
you need to see what
when
teams are like.
That's it. When teams are weak and you know
rounds
what
is my thing.
when you know what teams are like, for one, and number 2, every team's going to be good at the start of the season.
Ebbs and flows as well. Teams hit momentum at different times.
Apart from Parramatta last year, they got smashed by 60 points against Melbourne. I don't remember early on in the season teams really putting up scores against each other. Everyone's
fit, healthy.
At most, someone might score 30 points, but you don't get those big 50 or 60 point scores early on in the season. Defenses are tight, and people play low percentage stuff. There's going to be errors. There's going to be it's going to be clunky.
Except
people
for the
are
Vegas games, funnily enough.
Yeah, people are trying to find their combinations still. So there's changes to key personnel in teams. So I wouldn't read too much into the draw. We don't know what teams are like, and
agreed.
It's always going to be kind of more defensively orientated those first probably month at least, and then you can look at the draw from there. But I'm hearing a lot of chat about people going, I don't want any Panthers because their draw is terrible. I personally wouldn't read into it that much. 4
comps in 6 years.
Yeah,
hell.
if you're 50-50 between players, then maybe that's when you look at your draw. But using the draw as a sole reason not to get someone or to get someone early on in the season when we don't know what teams are like, I find that a little bit odd.
They're in the National Rugby League. It's not like anyone is shit. No player is shit.
Yeah.
They would run over the top of us easily.
Except for our homes.
They'd flog you, I reckon.
Shout out to our homes. Ethan Sanders, I've got him. So he's obviously no Fogarty now for the Raiders. He's probably going to get the starting 7 jersey, I would imagine. Probably goal kicks too, because they don't really have a goal kicker. Ethan Strange maybe might kick them, but I would say it would be Sanders. And at 246,000, there's good value there. The other cheapie halfback is Daniel Atkinson. Look,
no thanks.
Basically, I don't really.
He has to run the show and win
I don't
games.
want him because he's playing for the Dragons, and I don't see the Dragons scoring that many points.
Fair.
But he did look all right in the trial. Got through a fair bit of work. He'll get through tackles. He looked busy, which he will need to be because he'll be the one, as you said, kind of doing everything. So I don't hate it, but I'd prefer Sanders if you gave me the option of the two. That's why he's in my team. Basically, he's playing for a better side and he's goal kicking. So
fair. Nothing wrong with that.
Cody Walker, I've got at 5'8". Now, this one, I didn't like at first, but the more I looked into it and the more I thought about it,
the left edge.
That left edge, I think is going to get an absolute hammering. I think all their attack is going left.
Their right edge looks just as good.
It does, but you've got that left edge, Cody Walker. You've got David Fifita. I can just see him laying on balls to David Fifita. And with this try assist rule, he doesn't really need to set it up. He's just got to pass Fifita the ball.
That's what he's good at.
Or he's got to cut out Fifita, right? Because Fifita will be used as a decoy, I'm sure, at points as well.
A lot.
Right?
More than most.
And who's outside of Fifita? You've got Latrell Mitchell. So how often Latrell's going to get the ball? Latrell doesn't like a pass. He's likely to get the ball and just run over someone.
He loves a pass, like Latrell, though. He does love it, but he's a fucking fantastic player. I can't agree with you there. He's a fantastic playmaker.
He is. Don't get me wrong, but he loves just tucking the ball under the arm.
Well, last year he sort of had
close to the line. Close to the line and just, I'm doing this myself.
Last year he had to pass because fucking no one was there.
Yeah. But as a centre, like in Origin, I don't remember him setting up too many tries. He's more just like, give me the ball, I'll run over 10 people and score. Like, he's that kind of player. So I reckon there's going to be instances, cut out ball, Fifita's the decoy, Latrell gets the ball, and an easy try assist for Walker.
Yep.
Even though he hadn't had to do much because he was that last pass, he'll get the try assist this year. So 399k, cheap as chips, and there's not that many good 5'8s this year. Like, unless you're going a Munster, really, there's not a whole heap of options. There's Jackson Purdue, which surprisingly is kind of getting up there with one of the better options, just because, again, the changes to those try assists. If he's playing centres, it does benefit him because every pass that he goes, draw and passes a winger, he'll get a try and assist for that, which he wasn't getting last year. But yeah, I've got Walker basically because he's cheap and because I really like the players that are outside of him.
Fair.
I think he'll get a lot of try assists there and hopefully make a bit of money.
Yep.
I've got Pezzett, 235k, so dirt cheap as well for him.
Yep, fair.
I think a bit of a no-brainer, as we said, 5'8", not really that many good options. He's a good one. I wouldn't like to play him, I don't think. I can see him kind of averaging around 35, 40 points with Moses doing everything. I think he'll kind of just get to sit back, not do a whole lot. But all he's got to do is kind of jag an attacking stat, get a try assist every now and then, pass it to his second rower who falls over the line, and, there's an extra 20 points there for him. So if he can do that 2 or 3 times in the opening month, you're happy. Yeah. So you'll make a bit of money. For my wingers and centres, now I've gone Latrell. We spoke about Latrell already. I'm pretty keen on him. I wasn't that keen on him actually at the start of the year. I was happy to fade him or anti-pod him, as people say, which is basically you're not picking a popular player.
The whole team.
So I've gone with Latrell just because I think, playing in the centres with that new try assist rule, he'll either tuck it under the arm or do it himself, or he'll give it to a pretty decent try scorer outside of him in Alex Johnson.
That's what I mean. I think he's going to have a lot of try assists this year.
And for the first couple of rounds, he's going to be chasing a record.
Hunting.
So I think they're going to be pretty more eager than most times to give him the ball and let him get that record.
Think about this. Probably AJ's last year, right?
Probably, yeah.
Latrell, I not that I know him, but he just seems like the bloke that would want AJ to have like a 14 try cushion.
Yeah.
Just to really make it almost untouchable unless an 18-year-old starts and plays 15 plus years on the wing.
Yeah.
So
I've gone Greg Marju, the old Gregosaurus.
You've been drawn into the old Gregosaurus
I love him. I'm a big fan of Greg. I've been a big fan of Greg from his Parramatta days. I love him.
Jesus Christ. It's going to be a long year for the old Greg. He's
so I've got him
bombed the shithouse.
So there's a bit of talk about him not making the team, which, look...
isn't surprising.
I get it, because he can't catch, which is kind of important for a winger. But if he can get through his catching issues...
It's not just the catching, it's the defending
and
too.
The defence. And
he once got skittled on the short side on the wing. The play the ball was at the wing, and he got skittled on that wing. Last year, I saw it with my own eyes.
Look,
they dummied inside with no one there.
Lucky you don't lose SuperCoach points for that. So if he can stay in the side,
goddamn,
he's going to get tackle breaks because he's just an absolute monster. He's hopefully going to score a couple of tries. Brown's
there.
That left edge, probably with Dylan Brown. Would Dylan Brown play on the left? I know he played right in the trial, but he got named at 6. So I don't know where Dylan Brown's playing. But if he plays on the left, I like Marju on the left. So that's what I'm going for. No one owns him. He's owned by 1% or 2% of people. So
I think people are finally off the Gregosaurus train.
The one thing with Greg, and the one thing that I keep getting drawn back to, he's got outstanding base stats. He's going to get runs. Like, he gets through his work. He makes a whole heap of hit-ups. He gets a whole heap of tackle breaks. Yep. Like, he'll make 10 tackle breaks a game just palming off people. So that's why he's in my side. And I'm pretty happy. I think he's going to, provided he gets named, he's going to stay there for me.
Yep.
Brian To'o, I'm not sure about him. I may change him to somebody else, but we'll see how we go. 598k, so he's not cheap, but he's not expensive. He's a little bit underpriced, I think. Didn't score too many tries last year. It was hampered with injuries. I think, had his leg was falling off basically by the end of the season. So hopefully he's had the off-season to recover. He'll come back fresh. Again, a bit of talk about how hard Panthers' draw is. I don't think that really matters. He's going to have, great base. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who. It's not like they don't score tries against good opposition. And he's a winger. He's going to score tries. It's not like they get held to nil very often. So you only need him to score one try for him to get 70 points. So he's in my side for now. And I've gone Brian Kelly. Now, again, this is very team dependent, whether he actually makes the side or not. But I've got him now, 550k. He was a big a big increase based on the stats from last year to this year. Basically was going to go up an extra, on average, 7 or 8 points a game. Okay. Now, Brian Kelly has been actually quite Supercoach relevant in the past when he was playing for the Titans, and he's moved to Parramatta this year. Now, Parramatta love their left-hand side. Josh Adokar, even though Parramatta were terrible last year, was up there with...
He was good.
Was up there with one of the leading try scorers of the season.
And he's just a gun.
Okay. Before that, it was Sivo. Before that, it was Semi Raja. Always that left wing spot is an absolute goldmine. Now, him on the left centre, he's going to get so many try assists just passing it to Adokar and Adokar scoring tries, I believe.
Mr. Rocks or Diamonds, my friend.
Rocks or diamonds in NRL. Okay. But in Supercoach, he has been relatively consistent. He'll get the odd bad score, but he's not too bad because he does have a decent enough work rate. He gets through quite a number of runs.
Yep.
And he's always good for a tackle bust. He's hard to put down. He does kind of those cross field runs, which in NRL don't do anything. But for Supercoach, you'll get 2 or 3 tackle busts out of it. So
Eels will be back in their in goal, but he'll get you some Supercoach points.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay. So that's my kind of big one that I'm not sure yet.
One.
That's just a bit of
I'm actually surprised.
But yes. My main thing there is just I love it if he's on the left edge. If he's on the right edge, I won't go near him. Yep. If he's on the left edge, I'm pretty keen on him for that price if he makes the team. I guess he's competing with Sean Russell. So
Russell, I think, is in for a big year.
Russell had a very good trial against your Sharkies, so I don't know.
Yeah, the under 16 North Division side
made him look under 16. I'll tell you. Macassini, I've got him from the Tigers. He was very good on his trial, scored 3 tries.
Hot take. He gets picked over Skelton. That's my hot take.
Well, he's been named over Skelton this week in the trial. So
I just think in general.
I think you're on the money.
I don't rate Skelton.
No.
He's got plenty of games to showcase his ability.
Skelton kind of is there. He's a bit like Charlie Staines. He's like...
Good enough.
He's okay,
but a good second option.
But he's not... Like, he's a good depth player.
Yep.
I wouldn't start with. But Macassini, he excites me. He's a big body. He's built for Supercoach as well. He'll get some tackle busts. So I've got him. Hopefully he starts. The tricky thing with the Tigers is they have the bye. So you're kind of going in blind if you're picking any Tigers players. You don't know whether they're going to be named or not. So all we can go off really is this week's trials, and he's been named in the trial. So
good he's 20 years old.
Good indication he'll get named. I've got Farmani, I'm going to say. I probably butchered it, so sorry to the Farmani family.
Yep.
But yeah, Gold Coast winger basically.
Yep.
I would say he probably goes in to replace Brian Kelly.
Yep.
On the wing, even though Kelly wasn't playing on the wing, but they'll shift around and stuff. So I've got him, dirt cheap, 201k, and same as the Setu 2 from the Dragons. So he's been rumoured to start on the wing as well. So they're my centre wings. At fullback, I've gone Longo. So obviously no Pappenhausen this year, so he'll be starting fullback for the Melbourne Storm.
Will he?
Yep. Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, he's been named this week. Meaney at centre. So I'd say that's the direction that they'll go with, at least to start with. Whether they get off to a rocky start, Melbourne, in 4 or 5 weeks' time, maybe his head's on the chopping block and Meaney goes to fullback. But to start the year, it'll be Falongo's spot to lose, unless you've got any insider knowledge.
I just think Munster might be a sneaky little play at fullback this year for the old Storm. Bit more playmaking at the back. He can do it. Puts, I'm having a mind blank. The number 6 that's come off the bench for them all year last year. Wishart into 6 with Hughes at 7. Because I want to use that bench role.
I don't think so. I think they're pretty locked on Munster at 6, and they like Falongo. I don't think they'd risk leaving him in New South Wales Cup
to get picked up
by someone else. So he's a class player. He's obviously still quite raw. He's got mistakes in his game, which whether Craig Bellamy will get over or not, or whether he will kind of have to pull the axe.
He's not a Craig Bellamy player.
He's not, but
he's fun.
He is fun.
He's so fun.
He's a super coach player. Like he doesn't have great base stats.
Yeah,
he's not a James Tedesco or a Dylan Edwards that's going to get through his work. He's not going to get through work. If he doesn't get attacking stats, he's not going to score that many points.
Yep.
But he's so elusive, as Blocker would say.
He's just cool. He's cool.
He's good.
Something's always happening when he gets the ball.
Yeah. He's exciting to watch. And sometimes, like, as good as these, Payne Haas or Hakeem Haas and your Mays and the likes of them, they're great because they get you points, but they're boring to watch.
Yeah.
They are boring to watch. You want some excitement in your life. You want to be watching on a Sunday afternoon. If you've got far longer, you are glued to your screen because every time he gets that ball, something's happening. Same as a Reece Walsh. I don't have him in my side because he's like $800K.
And he's scary.
Scarily expensive. But if you've got him or if you're going up against him, you are shitting yourself. If your opponent has Walsh in their team, you are terrified. So it's these kind of players that you kind of need to have because they will make or break your round, really.
Yep.
Keeney, I've got obviously coming back from last year, had that neck problem. So he's back. He is severely underpriced, $495,000.
Yep.
Averaged about 70, I think, the year before.
Yep.
So his price is probably 50 points. So there's 20 points of value there at least. And I really like him. So I think he's almost a must-have, Keeney.
And your flex?
I've got Fuller.
Yep.
So the word around is that he's going to get the fullback spot over Hammer, and Hammer's going to go to the centres.
I wonder why. It's like a certain club's looking for his contract at the end of this year.
Well, it's almost like Fuller's an exceptional fullback. And they kind of need
from the Shires looking around. But I think old Christian Wolf is aware.
But yes, him at fullback is exceptional. I think he averaged 80 or 88 points in a very small sample size at fullback last year.
Great playmaker, great eyes up footy.
Yeah. Now, I expect that to go down. I don't expect him to average 88, but even if he averages 65...
Fuck, who knows? The Dolphins average...
For $550K, that is very good.
Who knows, bro?
Value.
Dolphins average like 28 points all year round. So
well, they're one of those teams that they can get a roll on very quickly.
They scored 56
they're
times.
They're a very big momentum side. So that's what I've gone...
6 times.
For my handsy for Dillbags team.
Now, I've had a name change and it's just come to me now. Danica's Disciples. Now,
I like it.
If you've caught up with Danica, she's had a weird old week. She's reporting for the nation. She's been busted having a few too many Chardonnays or something along the lines. So this is Danica's Disciples. I won't give you a full breakdown like Will, but I'll just give you the plays that I think are going to do some shit. Reed Marnie, hooker, increased role, 418,000. We spoke about it. Good pickup for now.
Yep.
Brandon Smith, 235, spit. Freebie.
Yep.
It's almost they're giving him away.
Yep.
He's in my team.
The only reason I would kind of not consider Smith is if he was named on the bench. But I think even if he's starting at hooker and playing 50 minutes, he's not going to play 80 minutes, but even if he's playing 40 or 50 minutes, he's still going to make money. So
yeah, and he might come back on for second stints in 13.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah.
That's the other thing you should look at for the Rabbitohs.
The other thing, just quickly, is there's a 6-man bench. That's going to be an interesting one just to keep your eyes on. I think for the start of the season, I think coaches will be pretty normal with it, and just name kind of 1 to 17 and then a couple of extras in case of injuries, essentially. But I think later on in the season we might see a bit more tactical play, and it might be a bit trickier to kind of know what the bench rotation is going to look like. So that's just one to keep in mind as well.
Yep. So Reed Marnie, Brandon Smith. Front rowers, we got Hakeem Haas and Nafahu White. Ooh. Now, the Nafahu shout, because not many people seem to be on him, except for Roosters fans, I'm assuming. He showed a lot of character last year in the sense that he's now leading that pack. There is no denying he's the leader of that pack. He's going to be a JWH type figure, and I think he just gets plenty of ball and plenty of minutes.
Yep.
Because such a young team, he's got that go forward, and he's won them games off his carries, like legitimately won games for them. Trey Mooney, also in my forward pack, off the bench with Taniela Paseka. Same reasons as you. I think Trey gets an extended role. Paseka, fantastic forward, just his knee blew out in round 2, I believe it was. Poor guy, he's been 2 seasons now with major injuries. I'm just hoping he can get back to the footy field. Now, Jacob Preston, Not many people want him because he's at 684. I think he improves and improves and improves. Bulldogs, he's becoming that vocal leader, and I think they're just going to run so much down his edge this year, just as a point of difference.
Yep.
Go away from the left a bit more. And now that our mate, I'm having a mind blank from the Tigers, our mate has had another pre-season under his belt. What's his name? The halfback.
Luke Brooks.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Galvin.
Now that Galvin's had a whole pre-season there, I think he just firms up that connection. Helium Lukey. He's back, baby, and no one's talking about him.
I do like Lukey.
People have forgotten him. He's at $404,000. He was averaging fucking too much before he got hurt.
Yep.
A lot. Cowboys are probably going to be pretty...
I'm looking at finding a way to get Lukey in. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I like my second row as they stand.
I think he's almost a must at that price. Because did you see the scores in the preseason trial?
Yeah.
I just looked at his stats. Didn't even fucking watch the game. I haven't got time for that. But look the goods off the old numbers. And I like numbers as cricketers.
Well, that's what SuperCoach is. It's all numbers.
We like our numbers. We're
you don't get points for looking good.
That's right. So Helium Lukey is in. Jesse Colquhoun, as you were talking about.
I do actually. I'll just quickly on Lukey. Very good attacking upside too. Like he can find the line. Even the trials, I think he scored a try, or two even.
I think people have forgotten.
He can find the line, and
top of echelon back row.
Probably doesn't quite have the base, but with a price of $400K, he doesn't need, exceptional base.
Correct.
He's only going to kind of score 50, 55 points to make some money.
I'm not picking him for base.
And they've got a good draw. I know we don't really want to talk too much about the draw, but the Cowboys probably have the best draw in the comp. So, if that's a little 50-50 deciding factor, that's one to consider as well.
I just think he's a must. He's almost my shoe-in, risky shoe-in.
How's his job security?
Secure.
Do you reckon if they lose the first couple of games and Todd Payton is under all sorts of pressure, does he just swing the axe and put someone in there that's, just defensive orientated and,
So I don't think
that boring second rower?
I think if he gets fired, he gets fired. There's not going to be any warning. It's like, hey, mate, you've got till round 9. Show us something before round 9.
But he's going to feel the pressure, like even if
he
doesn't get explicitly told you've got until round 9, the media's going to be talking to him. He's going to feel the pressure. He's going to need to make some decisions early.
I think Lukey keeps his spot. If not, I have enough to swap him out.
Yeah.
That's
my only concern with him, whether they just go and put McIntyre in there, for instance, and just try and shore it up.
Jesse Colquhoun, as we've spoken about, he's got 20, I think it's 15 guaranteed rounds before Cam McInnes is.
I've been hearing 6.
Please don't rush him back because he's playing for a contract, and I'd really like to see McInnes get a good payday with the Perth Bears or the PNG.
To be fair,
Chiefs.
If any player is going to come back early from an ACL, it's going to be McInnes.
But I hope
it would not completely surprise me if he's named in round 1.
Like, he deserves a pay rise, and I'm going to enjoy the last year of McInnes in the Sharks jersey, because I think he deserves it. He's been a stalemate everywhere he goes. But I'm going Colquhoun. City, as you spoke about, for the same reasons. Cooper Bye, Titans seem to love this kid. They're promoting him a lot on their socials, a lot. I've never seen them promote someone like this before. I think he's almost guaranteed in some form of their starting side.
Wait, who's this one, sorry?
Cooper Bye.
Yes.
Back rower. And I just think he's also so cheap and worth the risk.
Yep.
Halves. Half back. Nathan Cleary, Nico Hines. I've gone mega. I just think, as you said, they get a lot of ball, they get a lot of touches, and they're normally the final pass leading to a try.
Yep.
I think Hines, Britt Nakora, and I think Cleary and just everyone. Cleary has so many good connections, right?
Yep.
I just think, for me, I'm taking the risk early, and I don't mind taking the risk.
Yep.
5/8, Cody Walker, I think, similar to you. His final pass in a 3 and 2.
Yep.
He's almost near perfect, except that intercept in the grand final. Funnily enough. Near perfect. Jonah Pezzett, I think he's just going to make slow cash. I probably don't select him much, but I think he makes slow cash. And that's pretty much it. There's no real... I think he gets close to 400.
Yep.
Kale Lero is my big dog in the centre wings.
I thought you'd go him.
I just think that left edge with Trindle, I think Trindle... I have this weird feeling, as we spoke about a couple episodes ago. I think he's in for a fantastic year on that left side. There's something about it. And with someone with the try-scoring ability of Iro,
And he's one that's
makes
going
sense.
to benefit as well from the new stats.
100% he is.
So he's going to get a lot more
Not
try
a great
assists.
playmaker, but he does find Katoa when needed.
No, but he's just got to draw and pass to Katoa on those.
Stone Street this year, sorry.
Stone Street and 2-on-1s, and he'll get the try assist for that. So
Unlike you, I'm high on Toto for the new points reasons. He's had a full off season. He hasn't had to play all these extra games for Samoa, World Club challenges, all that sort of stuff. He hasn't had to do that.
yep,
Toto's in. Now, a guy that people have also all forgotten about, and I get it. This is a major injury. He's coming back from Tamale, dislocated kneecap. I get it. Completely understand why you're off him. I just didn't think we saw the full potential of Tamale before he got hurt.
yep,
And what I saw, I fucking enjoyed.
yep.
I enjoyed a lot.
I don't mind him. I'm still not sure on the Raiders this year. I don't know
That's why I like him.
if they're going to score. I know he didn't score that many tries last year, but yeah, I don't know how their attack's going to look. I'd like
Yep.
to see how their attack shapes up first before I invest into him.
Yep.
He's still, what's his price? 500.
$550.
Not bad. There's value to be made there, but probably not enough for me to take that risk.
Yep. And then to wrap it up, Stone Street, he's at 496. I think he gets to about 600 on the outside of Iro because he gets 20. I think it's 20 guaranteed weeks without Mulatalo coming
Yep.
off the ACL, which is such a shame because I feel like this has to be a year. And without,
Do you think his job security is locked up?
Yep.
You don't have any other wingers if he does poorly? Because he hasn't really, nailed down that spot in the past.
Well, Harodi's more of a centre, and they when we had wingers out, we just put Talakai into the centres and moved Iro out to the wing.
Yeah.
Even on the team sheet it said centre.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So I think he's locked up. I don't really know of any young guns coming through, and no one. Harodi would be the only one.
Yeah.
Legitimately now.
Could you play someone like an Ison off the bench? On the
Fuck
wing?
no, he's way too small for the wing.
Yeah.
Stupidly. He's a fullback at most. That's it.
Yeah.
He's so small and elusive. Off the bench, I got Tom Chester. Got to change that up because he's poor cunt ACL, I believe, or MCL, one of the two. Same as you, Fayamanai. I've butchered that. Sorry. And Setu 2 from the Dragons as well. All cheapies, all at 215k or less.
Yep.
Now, fullbacks.
Just before you go into your fullbacks for your centres,
Yep.
neither of us have Herbie, which
No.
I think is a big talking point. Obviously, 800 something K, ridiculously expensive.
Yep.
But he's a big beneficiary as well with the new stats. I think
Massively.
I think he's going up 8 or 9 points per game on average because he's getting a lot more try assists.
Yep.
So,
Well, I'll give you my thoughts once I get to the fullback and flex because that's where they come into it.
okay.
So fullback, your man, Iongi. I'm just excited. I liked what I saw last year. The last 8 weeks, it was like, okay, that's what that guy's going to do next year all year.
Yep.
Sweet. Enhanced stats. So many tackle breaks. He's so elusive. Probably got the best
And if you think
step in the game.
Yeah.
I'd say, honestly, his stepping ability is fucking ridiculous.
And if you think Parramatta are going to be a better side than they were last year,
100%.
he can only improve. So
100%. I think he does improve. He's a bit overpriced. What people would say overpriced, 640. I think he's just going to give me 70 every week.
yeah,
Legitimately. And I think there's going to be weeks where he goes fucking huge.
Yeah.
I'm talking Moses gets to a line and guess who's there? Well, fucking guess who's on the hip? Iongi. So,
the only thing is he may go down slightly because of the new rules as well.
100%.
He might not get those try assists
Yep.
that he was getting last year.
yeah. But I think he scores a lot more tries this year.
Yeah,
I think his support play is up there with Gutherson.
Yeah.
He's always sniffing around that ball.
well, that was the one thing last year that I was disappointed early on in the season.
Oh, his
with
last
his
10
support
weeks.
play was pretty bad, and I kind of knocked him for that. Not that he cares what I'm thinking, but
Yeah, I don't have an opinion.
yeah. But
That's all right.
towards the back end of the season, his support play
Fuck.
really improved. So
Last,
that's
10
only going to
weeks.
get any better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu Kinney, as we spoke about the neck issue, let's just hope he can stay healthy at
Yep.
500,000. So now flex is Adam Fanua-Blake. Now I've gone big in the flex.
Yep.
I just want big dogs. I could have went May. I don't know. I think Fanua-Blake is primed for another good year. He's going to give me 60, and I think he's going to score a lot more tries with Blakey Brayley. Hot take.
Yep.
If not, this is what I'm looking at. And you brought up the man that I was going to throw in. I would drop Toto. I would add Herbie, and I would retool my flex.
Yep.
So
Who'd you tool it to?
I haven't thought that far through, but I'd still have about 400,000 or 500,000 to pick from.
Yep.
So that would be my retool of doom, depending how I feel right before the first round.
Have you got far longer?
So what? No,
So you could go far longer in your flex.
well,
He's 511k.
he would be the retool. I need someone around
Yeah.
that 500 to 600 mark, because I'd love to go Herbie and Hero. I would fucking. Thanks for coming. Take what bust.
Look, I think Herbie's going to be great. I just can't justify that price. Look, I mean, if you're looking at the stats, technically, he's actually undervalued. He's actually underpriced.
Oh, bro.
Because of the new rules
Before
or the
he
new
got hurt-
stats. But I can't see him, like, he went on an incredible try scoring run. I can't see him replicating that. I can't see him doing that again. He might.
I don't know,
And
bro.
I might look like an idiot and we're rushing to get him in round 4. But
Bro, they scored 56 times.
I mean, he broke a record for a reason. Like, it's tough to do. Can you break a record and then break a record the year after? Like, how many times has that happened? I'm just...
Can I rebuttal to you?
Go for
As
it.
a footy-loving, attack-loving, the game's getting quicker and quicker, and they keep adding rules to make it quicker and quicker.
Yep.
With six-man benches as the key example, right?
Yep.
Herbie and Euro, I remember by round 6, everyone goes, okay, they've scored 6 straight. They can't keep doing this.
Yep.
We got to round 9. They'd scored 9 straight. The only thing that stopped Euro was round 11 Peck. And the only thing that stopped Herbie was a round 13 hamstring. Think about that. And Herbie scored the try before he done his hamstring. So he was there.
Yeah.
Like, let's just put it this way. If they don't get hurt, I think they almost average a try a game down their edges. Just because those left edges for those Dolphins and
Yeah.
Sharks have been...
We see across
Fun.
the board, the left edge
So fun.
seems to be the one that teams attack more.
Well, think about this. Right-footed kicker, they're always kicking to a right corner.
Yeah.
Your right centre is the jam guy.
And your fullback, which is that extra man that creates the overlap, the fullbacks tend to want to go to the left because they want to pass from left to right. No,
Right
right
to
to left. Yeah.
But that's the other thing. The right side centre is now your jammer. Because think about it, Moses kicks off the right foot. Not often will he go across field because the chases will be offside. So you have to give that chase 10 metres just because you're offside, which is, that's the rule. Whereas a lot of teams go right now because everyone's onside. And that right side back rower and right side centre are the two that are just killing the winger. They're the first 2 point of contact. So I think your left side centres are the ones to go to for the future. Until maybe the game changes and short kicks come more back into play like the old Chrissy Sandow days, Tim Smith days when he used to put those little short kicks over the top. Until then, your right side centres are your defensive juggernauts. And look, unless they're super talented, I don't think many are going to get more than 100. Like your Jesse Ramians, I can't even think of many more because it's pre-season. I don't know who's who at the moment yet.
Yeah.
I'm still not up to date. But I think your left sides they're your attacking sides. All the right foot kick. There's not many left foot kickers. Who's a left foot kicker? 6 or 7. I can't think. None.
Yeah.
There is none. They're all kicking to the right. Just something to think about. It's true. You look at all games. They always go right side kick. Keep them in that corner and just bang.
Good shout.
So just something to...
All right, let's go through the top players. What are people doing?
Can we go I think we should go through best players per position. One. So you're one that you think...
Okay.
I'd
we'll
like
go
so,
through it.
you know, your hooker. Who's the guy that you think you should have?
Yep.
Even
All right.
if you don't have him, who's
Yep.
the guy you think you should have?
Hooker, I would say Grant. For me, I think he's underpriced. How much is he? He's 600 and something, isn't he? 606. So for Grant, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
His break evens, yes, he's priced about a 62.
Yep.
He's going to score more than that. He had a really slow start to the year last year.
Yep.
I can't see him doing that. And he was in and out of the side. He had those injuries, and he finished the season really well.
Yep.
And I think that's going to only continue. So
Yep.
I can see him kind of averaging 65, 70
Yep.
from the get go. Yeah.
Now, I'm going a bit of yank. I'm going Blakey Brayley. The only thing that threatens and scares me is I think he's close to Origin contention.
I think he's guaranteed to
But
play Origin.
You can retool quite easily with the hooker through the Origin period, which
Yeah.
is fine because we've got the likes of
Yeah,
Smith.
I wouldn't be picking a team or picking a player or not picking a player based on whether you think they're going to play Origin.
I
or
think
not
he's the best
at this point.
Yeah, Only because
If you're making a trade in round 8 or 9, sure, that's a
Yeah,
consideration,
100%.
but not now.
I just think the Sharks pack is the best I've seen in fucking 10 years,
Yep.
literally, since 2016.
Well,
And he's getting better.
what I
and
want to
better
read
and
to
better.
you is some stats,
Hit
okay?
me.
From the start of the season, and he clearly about halfway through the season, he got a
Game
directive.
2 Origin.
He got a directive to play differently.
Yep.
He ran the ball a lot more. He was a lot more creative out of dummy half rather than just passing the ball to his front rowers. So clearly there was a directive given because his game completely changed from,
Yep.
I'd say, well, I can tell you when, because it was when he started getting good. From around round 15, I'd imagine. Okay.
Game 2 Origin.
So 62, 63, 38, 44, 45, 65, 83, 49, 47, 63, 55, and 53, and 44. Okay? Then he came back. Game 2 Origin, as you say.
Bang.
Okay?
I'm telling you.
102, 97, 48 against Melbourne. 117, 108, 59, 81, 63, 71, 84, 65. Outstanding. A
Brave run
completely
home.
different thing. So he's priced at 654,000. That's underpriced if you take
100%.
the last half of the season. If you think he's going to carry that on to next year or this year,
And you know what the big thing with him is? Availability. He doesn't fucking
well, you know what
miss
they
games.
say? Availability is the best ability.
It is. It literally, and I don't just say that as a piss take. Like, he's always playing. He hasn't missed a game in fucking forever.
And again, he's going to go up a couple of points each game as well
Tough stuff.
with the
Tackles.
new tackles.
Third man in because
Yep.
he's nimble. He's
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
Gets around the legs, gets out.
Yep.
Like, he's very quick.
Yep.
He's my best hooker. Shall we go into the front row? I think this is a unanimous.
Payne Haas.
Payne Haas, I don't think we really need to highlight why.
I'm actually going to go with Hakeem Haas.
Last year at the Broncos, he's putting up Instagram posts saying, I'm going to die for this club this year.
Yeah. A lot of people,
Fuck.
I've seen it, not a lot, but I've seen a couple of people off him being...
Get off him.
And
Jump off.
their reasoning is because he's signed, he's not going to be as in it.
He's in
But
it.
someone like him, he's just going
Too
to absolutely
professional.
rip and tear
Too
and be
professional.
like, this is my last year. I am going to leave it all for you. Like,
I mean, let's give the example of after game 1 of Origin.
yeah,
He backs up against Manly and looks like the only bloke that wants to be there.
yeah,
The only bloke that wanted to be on that field.
yeah,
So that's just my personal reason.
yeah.
Second rowers.
Just quickly, I want to give an honourable shout out to May.
Yep.
Because
Do you think he loses some minutes? That's my rebuttal to that.
well, he hasn't been named in the trial, so I'm worried that like maybe there's like a niggling injury or something.
Conditioning.
And if there is, then I'm off him because I want him playing big minutes. Obviously, I don't want him to get eased back through an injury. But at 811,000, so you know you're saving 40k on Payne Haas, not nothing, but you know a little bit of, I guess, pocket change.
Yep.
He's a huge increase with the new stats. He loves a flop. He loves a third man in.
He gives a lot of 6 agains away. I'll tell you that for free.
You don't get penalised on Supercoach for a
Correct.
6 again, though. So
Correct.
unless the whistle blows for a penalty,
Unless the whistle blows.
for a penalty, you don't get minus points. No minus points is for 6 against.
Yep.
So he loves the old flop, and he'll go up 6 or 7 points as well per game,
Yep.
based on if he gets the same minutes.
Now-
That's the thing.
Let's talk. Pole. Royce Hunt.
Yep.
Bunty Afoa.
Yep. Not many minutes between them.
Big boys. Bigger bench.
Yeah.
Does Benji play a bigger bench with a 6-man bench?
No, I don't reckon. Based on, like, if they're your forwards, I am licking my lips with May because I can't see any of them playing more than 20 minutes.
But Royce Hunt is fit. Haven't you seen the preseason reports that the Sharks have lived with for the last 4 seasons? We laughed, eh?
I had Royce Hunt all year
I know you
last
did.
year.
I know you did. And I kept
Sitting on my bench.
I kept telling you.
Scoring 8 points.
I kept telling you preseason that this happens every year. He loses a lot of weight. He looks hectic for the first month. He doesn't get selected.
What's he this year? I bet he's probably the same price because you think, he's 235k. Oh, that's tremendous value for a Royce Hunt. Jeez, he looks good.
I'm telling
He's
you.
going to come out and get 16 points and 8 points and 9 points. Do not pick Royce Hunt, please.
Wow, it was finally words. let's just listen to the Sharks fan. We lived with this for the last 3 seasons. We saw it. We saw it.
He looks good. He's a big body. You're like, oh,
He looks fantastic.
He's like a Fanua Blake light.
Yeah. Light.
If you can score half the points of Fanua Blake, I'll be impressed. But
Yeah.
he scores 10. So
Second rowers.
I'm going to say Isaiah Yeo based on the rule changes or the stats change.
See, mine's the
It's
opposite.
not an exciting pick, but it's
Mine's vibey.
Yep.
Vibe based.
I like a vibe.
Vibe based. Jacob Preston. I think he's a future countryman captain, a future Blues captain.
Yep.
I just think he's in for another development year of just getting better. Like, I think he could be one of the best back rowers in the comp.
Tino?
No.
Ooh.
He doesn't play enough.
Mm.
No offense. He plays more of as a middle, and he's a middle,
Yeah.
right? But Preston, I know I'm getting 80 minutes of just fucking want, grit, and he's scored a lot more tries in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, vibey pick, I know, very vibey. You know, do the Bulldogs keep their same intensity? Do they ride that high? Do they get better?
Just quickly,
I think he does.
Just quickly, another one I thought of, Kick-Out. Kick-Out is dead for SuperCoach
Availability,
now.
though. Availability.
I
Scary.
believe the new rules has killed
He's
Kick-Out.
dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Deceased.
He doesn't make a tackle on the only time he's getting
He's
the
big
ball.
thing, and I had him for a lot of last year. And what I like is he ran that like fullback sweep line play out the back and created that overlap, and
skillful.
he'd get the try assist for that. He's not going to get that this
Hell
year.
no.
So
He's a decoy. He's the world's biggest decoy.
yeah.
Like,
So that's kind of killed Kick-Out. I think if anyone's not that I think anyone's really considering Kick-Out, but
Yep.
if you are, the new stats have kind of killed him. So
yeah, halfback. Boring pick. I'm sorry. I'll just say it, Nathan Cleary, obviously.
yeah,
Coming off injury, coming off a pretty poor year for his standards.
yeah.
I think he's in a mood. I think it's a mood year for Cleary. If he can stay healthy, which he can't, but let's hope he can. If we can get 22 games out of Cleary, I'll take that.
Yep.
So it's Cleary for me.
Yeah, same.
I think he's just the best. I can't think like 5'8".
I think he's a little bit overpriced and he's going to lose a little bit of money at the start of the year. But some of these, you don't need to make money off every player.
Nah.
Some of the players, you can just go, Nathan Cleary, I'm happy to take the 50K hit
Yep.
to guarantee, basically, I know that he's going to score 70 points every week. And I'll take that and I'll be happy with that. And,
Yep.
if he loses a little bit of money, so be it.
Yep.
Because I know I've got all these cheapies and underpriced players that are going to make me plenty of cash. I don't need every
Correct.
single player. I think that's what some people get caught up in, just thinking too much about cash. You also got to think points. You need
Correct.
points to win. So
Correct.
if you
Goal kicks. He's in everything.
yeah,
He's little mittens.
if
are
you're
on
going,
everything.
I've seen a lot of people with Moses because he's cheaper. He's 500 something K. I
But he's his
personally
availability too.
do
Him and
not
Cle-
like 543K.
Him and Cleary are very similar.
Yeah,
Very
but
similar.
Moses doesn't have the base that Cleary does. Yes, he's got the goal kicking now, so he's a little bit underpriced for that. He's going to lose a lot of points with the new stats because he was involved in everything going left and right of the
Everything.
ruck. But he's not that often the last pass, right? He creates the opportunities for the outside
I
men,
mean,
but he's not throwing a two-man cutout ball to the winger most of the time. He can do, but he's going to lose a lot of points there. And he's just super rocks or diamonds. Parramatta's draw isn't great. He's going to get you 20, 30 points, and then he's going to get you 70 points. Whether that's what you want to go through or whether you want the consistency of Cleary, I'd much rather the consistency. I don't.
100%.
I personally don't like the Moses play at all.
And Cleary makes a lot more tackles.
yeah.
The little things,
Yeah.
like those little things matter.
Well, as I said, Moses doesn't have those base stats that Cleary does. He doesn't
100%.
have as many runs. He doesn't have as many tackles. Yeah.
Yeah. 5'8". I'm torn. I'm very torn. Mine is going to be Cody Walker, but I want to throw in a fucking super honourable mention. Cameron Munster, I don't think is like he's going to do his thing, but I don't know. I think Jerome's going to be back doing the mad shit he was doing. Tricky Trindle, just something about him this year. And I'm not, as it's been more documented, I wasn't a big believer of Tricky Trindle.
Yep.
There is just something in the air. I think Tricky is in for a fucking fantastic season. I don't know why. There's no reason to it, so this is a vibe based.
He's 417K.
I just think he has the chance to really cement himself as one of the better sixers in the comp.
He's got very little base, though.
Stupid little base.
Like last year, he scored a 7 against the Tigers in 89 minutes, not even 80 minutes. Played an extra 9 minutes and got 7 points.
Yeah, that was the field goal saga Leichhardt that I went to.
Is that the one that no one could kick?
That was the one where Hines hit the crossbar 3 times.
Yeah, nice.
3 times. 40 metres out. Boom, boom, boom.
And then he played the following week against Parramatta and scored 15 in 80 minutes.
No,
Then the week after that, he scored 28 against Manly.
I'm not worried about last year. That was last year when I didn't rate him. And you saw me. I did not rate him last year.
Yeah.
I think he's in for a big year.
I don't think he's got the upside. His highest score last year was 70 points.
This is part of my reason. Teams are running at him a lot. He needs to put some size on, and he looks a bit thicker. I think teams are still going to target him because he's not that good defensively.
Yeah.
But I also think his attacking upside is going to be stupidly good.
Mm.
Him, Iro, Wilton. Wilton's going to be the best decoy ever for Iro and vice versa.
For me, I think I'm going to be boring and say Munster because I think he's the best 5'8" in Supercoach.
It's what you think is the best. There is no shame in that.
I think he's a very safe option. He's got good base. He gets through his tackles. He gets through his runs.
Yep.
He's going to average 60 points probably. It's not an exciting thing, but yeah, for me, I think he's the safest and he's the best option at 5'8".
Wingers. I've got 2.
Wingers is wide open.
I've got 2.
I'd say Herbie.
I've got 2. I'll go the obvious one. I think Iro. But a man that I'm tempted to bring in, but I'm a bit scared about the Storm. Coates. I think Coates might score a 25 try year. I think he could be. He gets better. He's been getting better and better.
No base though.
This is what I mean. He's going to get kicked to a lot. You know, people try to target him. I know he can jump well, but his hands aren't the best.
Yeah.
So, I think he gets 25 tries. I truly do. And that's part of the reason why I'd say he's the best option. I think just a lot of pies this year. Munster's back.
He's 636k. I think he's one of those players that's going to have runs, I think.
Momentum swings.
He's going to have momentum. He's going to have 2 or 3 weeks where he scores 2 or 3 tries a game and, you know, it absolutely kills it and he's 900k before you know it.
Yep.
But then he's going to have 3 weeks where he doesn't score and gets 20 points in each of those games. So I think he's someone that you can jump on later on in the season when defenses are a little bit flimsier and he might have a good run against weaker opposition that are kind of, you know, always around Origin period or after Origin when teams are out of finals contention and things like that. But to start of the year, I don't think he's going to, you know, score hundreds from round 1.
Yep. Fair. Fullbacks.
Ooh. It's hard to go past Tedesco.
Fair. Dylan Edwards. I think he's had a full pre-season, none of his extra games, no club challenges, no Australia tour, nothing.
Yep.
His body will finally be right. I know he's going to be busted by round 2 in some form or shape. I just think he's back to his best. Back to what we know he can do. But he's also very risky because we haven't seen that for a while.
But he's also one that's going to lose out with that.
Yep.
I mean, all the fullbacks will, but
every fullback will.
I think him especially will lose out with that stat rule.
I think there's too many mouths to feed at the Roosters this year with everyone finally healthy.
Yeah.
I'm worried that Sam Walker takes a lot away from Tedesco.
Plus Cherry Evans.
Tedesco won't be doing those little bob-up runs as much. Cherry will be saying, get to this point of the field and fuck out the way.
Well, last year they had 2 rookie halves, and it was basically on Tedesco
Tedesco show.
Do everything.
Put on the Benny Hill music and just let him fucking bob up and down the field. Like, literally.
Reece Walsh as well, honourable mention to him. He's the one that's scary. I wish I had him in my team. I can't afford to pay $835,000 for him. And I think at the start of the season, I think he's going to be contained a little bit.
You're right. I'm pivoting. Reece Walsh. He's going to just.
But he's one. Obviously, he's going to lose a little bit with the stat change.
Yeah.
But a lot of his attacking stats is things that he's doing himself. Like he's getting the
1v1s,
line breaks,
yeah.
he's getting the tries, he's getting the try assist because he is
And he's-
breaking through the line and doing that last pass.
And his playmaking is getting better, bro. Like I didn't. Think
He's
I'd
one that can throw from fullback out to the winger
Easily.
or to Shibasaki,
In
and he's
short.
doing both sides. He is the one that I think will lose out the less
100%.
or the least
I'm gonna
out of all the
change.
fullbacks.
It's Reece Walsh. 100% it's Reece Walsh. He's last year with his boy Haas. That Broncos team is going to be a hard team to beat.
I'm going to give you.
Fuck.
I'm going to give you a name that I'm interested to see how you react to.
Don't say Brian Kelly.
Kalen Ponga.
No,
Any interest at all?
zero.
Nothing.
Zero. There's too much talent at the fullback position, man. For me, Kalen Ponga doesn't get as many touches anymore this
He's
year.
607,000.
No.
He's cheap.
Too expensive.
Cheap for Ponga.
Too expensive for Ponga. I've seen what I've seen from Ponga for 3 seasons now. I don't know. No, like there's just too much talent. I'd pick Walsh, Edwards, Iongi, Tedesco. I'd say Pappenhausen, but he's like retired. So
He was $892,000 2 years ago, Ponga.
no, I'd have at least 5 people ahead of him, and that's not being like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's just me being completely like.
I probably would too, but and I'm going off not what I seen last, because last year I had him for a lot of the season. He was awful.
The Knights are going to be battlers.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be much. Like I think there's not going to be many points again. More than last year.
Can he stay fit?
No, and that's
Yeah.
the other thing. He's so nimble and so good that if he gets caught just wrong, just on a step, someone lands on his ankle in a tackle. We've seen it.
Yeah.
His poor body is so weak because of all the injuries.
Mm.
I love him as a player. I think he's one of the most electrifying guys. When he's on form, fucking shut the gates. It's so fun to watch, but
Yeah.
it's few and far between. I'd pick Scott Drinkwater over him, and we haven't even spoken about Scotty yet.
Mm.
I'd pick a lot. There'd be a lot I'd pick. Tane Tuapiki even. Like, I know what I'm going to get from Tane Tuapiki. Like, I know I'm going to get just solidness.
Yeah.
With Ponga, it's like he might play a month of fantastic footy, then I won't see from him in 6 weeks because Sharp comes in and just kills it. And with Sharp at his heels, with Ponga maybe not wanting to be at the club by the end of the season, does Holbrook make a decision based on him as the long-term coach now?
Could do.
So there's our best for the Supercoach. But no, I'll be steering clear from Ponga. No offense.
Nice.
To
Let me just
Newcastle.
rattle off some names of the most popular players, what people are thinking, what people are going. And we've touched through a lot of them because they're in our teams. That's why they're popular, I guess. But
We'll go for the top 15. I think that's fair.
Jonah Pezzett, we've touched on him. Payne Haas. Yeah. So a lot of these we've obviously spoken about. For Feeder.
Yep.
You don't have him, do you?
No,
Interesting.
that calf. He's already got a calf issue. That's spooky.
Yeah.
We haven't got to round 1. He's got a calf issue.
What if he comes out in the trial and absolutely smokes it and looks incredible and scores 2 tries and
Again, until it's round 1, I'm not watching footy. No offense. No offense. The trials for me mean
so
absolutely.
he's not getting in your team.
I saw Penrith lose 66-10.
Mm.
They're not going to lose 66-10 all year.
Yeah,
There's no-
that's their reserve grade team.
that's what I mean.
But like if they're 2 full strength teams going at it, does that add a bit more weight to you?
No.
Well,
Because
okay.
I don't think coaches want to give too much away in these preseason games. Like, they're not running their actual sets.
Yeah.
It's let the players sort of bob up, match fitness, air in the lungs.
Yeah.
That's how I see
what
it.
I'm looking at is kind of seeing, obviously, teams where they are, where they've been named, and then also, your half combination. Are they on the left? Are they on the right?
Yep.
Your second rowers, are they on the left? Who's their half
Yep.
pairing? Because I think those are the things that you find out in the trials, rather than, is this team going to be good or not? It's a bit harder to work out.
Trials are so tricky, man. This
Yeah. David Feeder, Brandon Smith, Lasardi, Setu Tu, Keanu Kinney, Latrell Mitchell, Makasini, Cooper Bay, you have him. Jesse Colholm, we talked about him as well.
Yep.
38%. And his
Fucking
jaw as well,
hell.
second row, front row, so that's really handy.
He's going to play more front row. 100%.
Oh, he's going to play lock, I reckon.
100%.
Starting lock.
100%.
So, how many minutes do you reckon he gets?
So we're going to run Hazelton, Tua or Hamunueli. So and Toby Rudolph.
Because he finished the year playing lock, didn't he?
Yep.
And what would that be?
I think he'll play about half an hour.
Yeah, so the last few weeks, 35 minutes, 49 minutes, 38 minutes.
Yeah, so around that 30-minute mark.
And points of 50, 49, 42.
Because I still think we run out Talakai as the Superman utility.
Yeah.
And we run Hazelton, Ueli, and either Rudolph or Tua. Big Tua off the bench.
So he probably averages about 40, 45. So there's still a fair bit of value. You wouldn't want to play him, but...
yeah, no, he's just there to make some cash. He's a cash guy.
Value to be had there. Farmasuli... Oh, no, it's not. That's not Farmasuli. That's Famani. It's the one that we spoke about. Ethan Sanders, Tommy Chester. People still have him.
Probably haven't checked the app like me. Maybe the team fucked off.
Herbie is the big one there, 825. 36% of people have him. That's scary because I don't want to be
You don't want to miss out. Yeah, we know what a Herbie can do.
And if he goes out and absolutely kills the first 3 weeks, he could be $1 million before 4 or 5 weeks into the comp. Like,
remember, before he shot his hamstring, that was in the first 25 minutes where he scored 2 tries, had 92 points before he got hurt. Not even half time, before he got hurt. So he's got a big 150 in him. We know he can do it. Easily too. Like, he makes it look effortless. Like, he just gets through work.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Atkinson, your man, 32%.
Dragons poo.
But
Sorry,
235,000. Look, if you can find a way to get him in your side, I don't hate it.
Who gets dropped first, him or Flanagan?
Yeah, well, it won't be Flanagan.
Because King Tongi is going to be at the heels now. There's no way around it.
Tossing up between Sanders and Atkinson, which I think a lot of people are doing. I prefer Sanders.
100%.
Harry Grant is there, as we spoke about. I think he's the best option. For me, I'll get him in if Sonny Luke is on the bench. Otherwise, I'll run with Marnie. That's kind of the way I'm attacking things. David Farley from the Dragons, he's maybe gets the other wing spot, but I don't think so. I think they'd go to a Pelotu.
Yep.
I don't think he's done anything wrong.
Yeah, let's just hope his hamstrings can literally hold up. Poor bastard.
Is anyone else? Yeah, Mitchell Moses, 25% of people have him. We spoke about him. I don't like it. I think I'd rather... obviously, Cleary, if you can't afford him, there's Jerome Hughes. I'd even rather Sam Walker.
Risky.
I'd rather...
Too many mouths to feed over at the Roosters, but so many mouths over there.
It'll be interesting to see how they get on.
The only ones that don't have to feed are the forwards. They just do their own shit. Literally, they just get the ball and charge.
The other one's Campbell. I like Campbell.
Oof.
He is 711, so it's still a fair bit more than Moses. I don't know. I know he's cheap and he's maybe got a bit of value to make, but
is it the availability for you more than anything?
It's the availability. It's the inconsistency. I still don't know what Parramatta is going to be like.
Yeah, you're very negative towards your own side. I think you need to start being a glass half full sort of guy.
I know everyone's talking about Parramatta. They're going to be big improvers. I want to see it first.
No, I think your doubts are warranted. I just want you to start appreciating your team, I think.
Well, I appreciated the trial win. That was
but you don't appreciate when you win a game in the regular season, which makes no sense. Yeah, we won 32-12, but I didn't think we. That's you. Meanwhile, I won 18-16. Fuck you. We're winning the comp. You got to get around the boys.
No, that's me after the trial.
The games that don't matter, you're around the games that matter. We won 32-0, but we were shit. We were shit. Well, they were bad. That's you. They were bad. No.
Isaiah Yeo, 22%. I think that'll continue to increase based on these new stat rules. He's he's the big improver from that. A bit of a boring selection. No real attacking.
They just re-signed Lindsay as well, so Isaiah's going to be there for a lot longer too.
Flegler's an interesting one. $346,000 coming back for basically not playing for 2 years.
He's one I want to see play football.
He's one that I'll look at in maybe 5 or 6 weeks after he gets a few runs after his belt. I don't think they put him in big minutes straight away. I think they ease him back into it quite slowly and carefully.
600 days or something, bro. Crazy.
Yeah. Cody Walker's there. Tino is probably the big one that we haven't spoken too much about.
I don't know about Titans.
He's only got second row at the moment, but he'll probably get second row, front row because he'll be named at front row.
He'll be in the front row.
To start the season. I don't hate it. I had him for a lot of last year. I think I started with him and I was happy with it. He does have a lot of games where he kind of saved himself, I think, with a try or a try assist, because I remember quite a number of times looking at him, he was on 30 points after 60 minutes and thinking, oh well,
Cooked.
it's not looking good here. He might finish on 40 or 45,
Yep.
but then he'll get a try and finish on 70 or 80, and it looks much better. So I think with him, I'm happy to steer away at the start of the season. Still a good price, 687,000. He's not super expensive, but I don't know. I think there's better options. I'd rather an Isaiah Yeo in the second row, or when he does get that draw, I'd much rather Haas or May. So I think there's better options in the second row, especially.
Yep.
Cameron Murray, Reece Walsh is 20% owned, which is scary. Toby Couchman is an interesting one as well. I quite like it. It's 588,000, owned by 19%. I think he's got a bigger role this year. I think he started last year a few games off the bench. I think he plays bigger minutes. There's no Jack DeBellin this year, so I think that's going to help him. That's kind of, I'm pretty keen on him, to be honest, if he plays a big minute role. So, yeah.
Yep.
And anyone else? Cobbo? Does he interest you at all?
He's only got a 1 year role.
Jackson Purdue.
Titan.
I don't mind. I don't like him in the centres. I think there's plenty of good centre options that are better than him. But he's not a bad 5'8" option at 557,000.
Yep.
If you're looking for a 5'8" and you don't like Walker, I think he's probably the next best apart from Munster. If you wanted to go somewhere different, and if he's playing in centre, he's going to benefit a lot from that new stat rule change as well. Jermaine Hopgood, 517,000. He'll be starting prop.
Nah.
Maybe a little bit of value there, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Parramatta in their rotation, because they've brought obviously Jack DeBellin in.
He started.
They had a couple of forwards as well that were injured towards the back end of last year. They're going to be another year under their belt. I don't know what minutes Hopgood's going to get. I don't think it's going to be huge minutes, personally. Fair. But if he comes out round one and plays 60 minutes and scores 60 points, I'll be looking to get him in my side, but I don't see that happening.
Yep.
Scotty Drinkwater, do you want to talk about him?
Yeah. Cowboys are trash.
He's going to be a big loss with the stat updates. He gets a lot of try assists from those sweet plays. So,
saved him last year. Many a game, I'd remember.
Yeah. I'll say two more and then we'll finish off. I want to say Karaz. We'll go three more. Go to 50.
I think there's better options to start the...
Yeah.
I think Karaz is a mid-season buy.
I had Karaz in my side up until the stat change got announced, and then I got rid of him and got Latrell. Because I think him playing on wing, his stats don't really change much. 746 is a lot of money.
He'll lose money.
And they had the buy round 2, which, look, I don't look too much into the buys, to be honest, but, it is a small consideration to make.
Yep.
So, Leka Halasima, 12% owned, 502k.
I think teams are going to plan for him more this season.
Yep.
I think last season he was able to catch a lot of teams off guard because he was new and fresh. I think there's going to be a lot more teams worrying about him.
Yep.
In certain sets. No Metcalf either.
Yep.
If they can stop him off the ruck, he's sort of not stuffed, but I think he'll get worked out a bit. He'll still be amazing.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. Still be that game breaker, but I think a lot less. Because teams will actually go, okay, what about Leka on the left side? You need to get to him early and you need to force him to go infield. They're going to plan for him.
I don't mind him. I just don't know about his minutes.
I think that Laban's going to be...
If he's going to play 80 minutes on the edge, then sure, he's a definite option to look into, but they didn't really look like they wanted to play him 80 minutes on the edge last year, so I don't know what's changed.
I don't think he has a big motor.
No.
He has a big motor, not a big gas tank.
Yeah.
Big motor guy. Gas tank, not so much.
Yeah. And the last one I'll finish on is Will Warbrick from the Storm.
Now, a week ago,
This-
I had him in my side, and I'm still tempted. There is still temptations there.
It's obviously Lomax dependent, so he
Exactly
would
right.
be the one that I would think drops out, or would Meany drop out and they play Lomax in the
Well,
centres?
Meany's off contract, so this is something to think about. If the
Yes,
Storm
and
wanna
he's
go with-
he's already signed with the Bears
and he's already
next
signed
year.
with the Bears, so they might just do the old early release if Lomax comes in.
Yes, but are they signing Lomax as a centre?
Are they signing Lomax?
Mm,
Full stop.
yes.
First and foremost.
Got to get through the courts first.
Yeah.
But if they do sign him, do they play him at centre
I
or do
think
they play
Warbrick's
him
going
at
to have a
wing?
good year. I truly, he only had the concussions were the only thing to stop him.
Yeah, there's obviously the job security there. He didn't play much last year.
Concussions, remember?
The couple of games he did play, 63, 42, 40, 43.
So an average of 45.
So, he's priced at 413. There's money to be made there. And in those games, he only scored one try. So,
He could be my retool.
mm,
He could be a big retool too at 413.
yeah. I don't hate the Will Warbrick.
Neither do I now that you brought that up again.
It's just a job security thing for
We need
me.
to see what Lomax is doing.
Yeah. Wait till Lomax's
Round
court.
one.
Wait till his court case and then make a decision
Literally,
on.
round one before the Storm are about to play,
Yeah.
you're set.
Yeah.
Once you see that Tuesday team list,
Yeah.
you're almost certain.
Yeah. Does he play centre, do you reckon, Warbrick?
No,
Could he play centre?
no. I don't think he has the skill. I think he's best powerful running sevens player. He's got that fucking just run it at a guy and kill
So
him.
what was he last year? 2024, if we go back a year.
Damaging, I remember. Try. Jumping over blokes.
2024. He averaged 53.
Got him over first or second year of the club. It takes time.
But his last game, he scored 171 against the Broncos.
Yeah, wow.
So he's got the big game in him.
Yeah, he does. He's damaging.
And for, 413k, not a bad price. One to consider.
Anything else you want to add before we dart off? Because it is quite late.
It is getting very late, and we've gone on for quite a while. But hopefully that gives people enough to start and a little overview. We've kind of touched on all the relevant players. We might have an episode next week.
Yep.
We'll get in through a bit more players. We'll go through team lists. We'll have the Vegas team list. We'll go through that.
We will.
I might go and do a bit more research, and might throw a couple of pods there. We've given a couple of pods today. You've given a couple.
Yeah.
I've got my Greg Marju.
Half my team's a pod.
So, shout out to Braden Trindle.
Shout out to Tricky.
That is a pod.
Shout out to my boy Tricky.
Shout out to Brian Kelly.
I'm getting around. Yeah, that was. You'll see my reaction when he brings up Brian Kelly for the first time. I was quite caught off guard there.
How many people have him? Not many, I would say.
3.
Probably.
I think you're one of them.
So, yeah, that's it for me. Join our league. That code is... Do we have it again? I've got to find it. I've told you already. Why haven't you joined?
It's not been posted yet, but why haven't you joined? We'll post this as soon as we can, too.
630796. Join that league.
Free entry. Winner gets a jersey. Total points.
Yes.
Not head-to-head. Total points at the end of the year.
No head-to-head. It's all total points.
The more the merrier. All you have to do, follow the Instagram.
How many do we have last year? Quite a number.
I think 92.
I thought we got over 100.
Maybe we did.
I reckon we got there in the end.
But anyways, follow the YouTube, follow the Instagram.
Yes.
That's all I give a fuck about.
We'll be doing episodes every week.
Every week.
So stay tuned.
Be there or be square. Because you won't be around.
I want to be a triangle, as Ralph
You
Wiggum
won't
says.
be around. Anyways.
More of a
that's it.
hexagon kind of guy, actually.
That's it for me. Big year for tricks. Love yous.
That is all.
Danica's Disciples out.